Hi everyone, welcome. It's Wednesday, no longer hump day, so that's going to be interesting, isn't it? What are we going to call it? Midweek? So it actually is Woden's Day, and I don't know enough about Woden to talk about that. But what I do know enough about to talk about is I don't know. Hey Gretchen. So those three words, I don't know, are the most liberating and powerful words, I believe, in the English language. Hey Tara. So when you don't know, that leaves anything wide open for happening. Because when you think you've got it figured out, you're all narrowed down to something very small. But when you don't know, you're open to infinite possibilities. And here we are exactly in that space, I believe, of I don't know. We don't know when we're going to get to go to our favorite restaurant. We don't know when we're going to get our hair cut. We don't know when we're going to get our nails done. We don't know any of these things. So, infinite possibilities, therefore. And when you tap into information like the tarot or your own inner visioning, what happens is you access a higher realm. Just like what we're doing tonight, what the card that comes up for you isn't drawn by this personality here. It comes from higher than that. So, have just a moment of reflection. What can you imagine creating? How can you reinvent yourself in this next little while? I'm really excited about that because, I don't know, but it's really fun figuring it out. And what I've decided is that every day, because I'm doing drumming every day at noon, I'm going to create a new outfit. And so that's 30 days of brand newness. And I haven't done that for ages. So, what is one thing that you can do that will make your heart sing and that is fun and that you can do like until, this is over? And I don't know when that's going to be. So, let's make this as much fun as we possibly can, because when we do that, what happens is we raise the energy in our body and for ourselves and for everybody else around us. So that's it. That's what I have to say about that. Thank you for listening, and do something fun for yourself. Okay, now I need to put this up here a little bit, and I'm going to go back to the top because Gretchen, I saw you. Tara, I saw you. Hey, Polly. Hey, Polly. Hey, Paula, how are you? All right, Gretchen, we're going to start with you. Strength. So the beautiful part about this card is it's major arcana. So God, Goddess, the big chicken in the sky, is attempting to get this information to you. You may be struggling right now. A lot of people are struggling right now. And the deal is, let me just not struggle with that light in my eye. Okay, the deal is that struggle is effort infused with negative emotions, negative energy. So if you're struggling about something, if you're in that I don't know what's going to happen next, there's a couple of things that are really beautiful about that. You can pinky swear with everybody that shows up here that they don't know either. Now there's comfort in that, and I'll show you the comfort here. Here's this lion, but there's the tail down here, and the little tongue is hanging out. This thing that you're struggling with is actually a devotee. It is there dedicated to you, and sometimes our devotees, Gretchen, are challenges. So the lesson here is that you don't need to struggle. None of us need to struggle. There's no need to infuse the beautiful things that we're doing with negative energy. So my invitation to you, thanks for the love. My invitation to you is to find this card online enlarge it in black and white, and then color it however you want to color it. Claim this for yourself, because this is a woman unto herself. She's a virginal woman, and what that means is that I believe the real meaning of virgin is a woman unto herself. She makes her own decisions. So this is a virginal woman who's making her own decisions, now deciding that this is nothing to struggle with. This is something to tame and keep by your side. It's the king of the jungle, right? That's a very nice way for us to all start off. So thank you. Yeah, you're welcome, Gretchen. All right, Tara, this one's for you. So you have help. Wands are passion and fire and drive, connection to the divine. Fives are lesson. So Tara, the lesson here is that you have help, but no one knows what to do because you're not giving them any direction. And we all have helpers. You know, I have 35 angels that help me. And so one time when I didn't know what to do with 35 angels, I visited them and they were all sitting around playing poker. So when your spirit guides, when your angels, when your helpers, you don't ask them, and then you don't ask them to help you with what you need and want help with, they can't do that. So you've got to ask for the help, and then you've got to tell them what you need help with. So, Tara, that one's for you. All right. Miss Paula. Justice. So we all think that things ought to be fair, right? And just. And it used to be in the olden days that it was different. When you went in front of the elders, you told your story, the other person told their story, everyone listened respectfully, and then there was a just thing done. It was not mutually beneficial for each one, but it was judged in accordance. So this says to bring things into balance, cut away anything. And the sword is thoughts and ideas. So cut away any thinking that is getting in your way from being in balance, because it's not serving you right now. So, and it's usually not serving any of us. So right now is a perfect time for us to look at our beliefs. Are we aligned with what's going on right now? What are we aligned at? And come into balance with ourselves, cutting away all the rest of the crap, because it's time. It's time for a fresh look at ourselves. And so I'll drink to that. So, John, this one is for you. And it's wands again. Passion, fire, drive, connection to the divine. And it's a 9. It is completion, done, you're finished. You've come through this. The only wounding that we see here is up in the mental realm. So sometimes after something happens to us, and this is true of all of us. You can probably remember in great detail the crap that happened to you, right? You can tell the story where the corner was, where the sun was, the whole thing. And you infuse it with all of that emotion, which re-traumatizes you over and over and over again. But this appears how we're wired. So we re-traumatize ourselves in telling the story. Telling the not very happy story. But how many times do we tell over and over and over and over again the good story? The joyous stories, down to the detail. Not like we do over here when we got this terrible thing happened. We don't go, this one amazing thing happened. The tablecloth looked like this and the sun was over there. But we can do it for the the less pleasant. So cultivate, this is for all of us, cultivate the idea that you can infuse all of the good things, the great things, the awesome things that happen to you with as much energy as you put into defining and describing the crap. So, John, that was for you, but it was also for the rest of us. Spirit back here, fire, passion. We have got to get beyond our wounds. You know, enough healing our inner child. Take your little inner child by the hand, ask it what it needs. Do what your inner child asks you to do. As long as it's not drink a beer and they're 7 years old or anything else that's harmful. Take care of them, but incorporate them and stop with the, I gotta heal this and I gotta heal that and I gotta heal this other thing. You are all good enough right now to step up and be what exactly we need, which is for us to shine more light and love. That doesn't take any great expertise. You just got to open your heart. All right, Marianne, you're next. And Anne, nice to see you. Okay, this one is calling out to me for sure. Oh, thoughts, ideas, the mental realm, that's the swords. And you can see that they're stuck firmly in the ground. And this person, this woman, is bound in the eyes and then around her. But she's not really very well bound because her feet are free. And the bindings are not very tight, so she could wiggle out of them. The swords that are there, she could even use the swords to cut the bindings. What this is saying is that there's something in your thinking, the ways that you're thinking, that are stuck. And it's now time for you to move, because there's movement wanted, initiated, and if I'm recalling, you just made a move. So in that movement, there might be some ideas about how things are supposed to be. Well, if there was ever a time for us to not do the supposed to be's, it's right now, right? So you can, in your thinking, there's no lateral moves. You can't keep thinking the way that you're thinking. So you can either progress ahead or you can regress back. And this is actually a card for all of us. You know, we can do that. We can regress back into the new normal, or you can do a new reality. So let me see. I didn't like the old normal. I don't imagine it's going to fit just because they shiny it up a bit. For me anyway. So I say, let's create a new reality. So this is a beautiful card for doing that, because those stuck ideas, not serving you. So you can wiggle over, cut them, let go of them. And it's about the underlying beliefs. For most of us, this is true. It's the underlying beliefs that are holding us. Well, we're about to shift a paradigm, aren't we? Yay! Okay, Anne Reed, hi, nice to see you. You're next. Pentacles, money, property, tangible things, the element of earth. So the 10 is the final card in any of the suits. This one is really beautiful because if I'm going to put it up close, you can see the old man is touching the dog, the little boy is touching the dog, and the couple is touching, and the little boy is touching her. This is a card that says, in the practical world, you have enough. And there's something about passing on a legacy. And what is a legacy? It means that you get to touch the generations that come afterwards. That's why people do trust. That's why they, do scholarships in somebody's name, because we want to be touched. So this is exactly that. Whatever you're doing in the physical world, the practical world, is actually sending out a reverberation that is touching lots of people. So if you didn't know that already, now you can know that. So nice to see you again. I hope everything is going well. Philip, hi, nice to see you. And Vicky, hey. Okay, Philip. Ooh, this one way over here. Ah, the Sun. Major Arcana once again. And this is the everything is going to be all right. And isn't this what we're all looking for? So here, I'm going to put it up close there. It's everyone's card. Okay. Because we want the assurance. We're in the I don't know section right now. We want the assurance that everything is going to be all right. So thank you, Philip, for hopping on tonight and getting to us to get the benefit of this card. Your problems, and this is probably true for most of us, are no bigger than a small child on a small pony. We can see there's sunflowers back here, big old sun here, the banner, connection to the divine. So whatever it is that, each of us is probably worrying about something different. And I don't know if you've kind of moved into the part of this confinement where you started to feel, like yourself. I discovered something just a couple of days ago and went, whoa, how about that? So this is a beautiful time of self-discovery. And when we see a card like this, the everything is going to be all right card, because we're human. We want to know. You're driving along the freeway. You're nowhere close to the exit that you need, but there's a sign up there and it says 45 minutes. So for some reason, we need to know that in 45 minutes I can be there. But in this, I don't know. And you're getting something that says it's all going to be okay. This is the assurance that you can give yourself, that, I'm going to be okay, no matter what. So, Philip, thank you for being here. Thank you for this card. And everything's going to be okay. So, Vicky, hi, you're next. Jeannie, I see you. Gretchen, thank you. I love your humor. She needs a king of the jungle, don't we all? All right, Vicky, this one is for you. Swords, thoughts, ideas, the mental realm. This woman is very much in charge, and you'll see down here, there's a butterfly in here, a cherub, moons. Okay, so we just had a full moon. So looking at this, what I would say is look for your direction between now, yesterday, the big super full moon, and the 22nd, which is the new moon. So in that, allow yourself that length of time to think this through, because this woman here, the Queen of Swords, she's got, oh, you have an idea, we're going this way. So as you bring this forth, do some inner visioning, and talk to the divine about what's my direction, and which way am I meant to go. So lovely card. So Jeannie, how are you? Okay. Oh, look at how gorgeous this card is. And this card is actually what we all have the possibility of right now. This is the card of decadence and opulence and having enough time, having enough money, having enough resources, whatever that means to you, to train a falcon, to be a falconer. So right now, let's use this as a metaphor. Right now, what we all have is we have the time. We might not all have the money, but we have the time to really start to think about, and your falcon can be anything. What is it that you're wanting to tame? Maybe you're wanting to tame feeling anxious about not knowing what's going on. Maybe you're wanting to tame, I was stuck in my where in my old job, I don't want to do that anymore. I want something new. So when I see this and this resonates for me on such a big way for you, that all of us have this opportunity to first of all figure out what is our falcon. You know, what is it that I'd love to tame and know about and learn about, and by the time this is all over, whenever that is, I actually have a grasp of it. So beautiful card. I love this card. This is a beautiful card for all of us to really look at where can we be decadent even with just so much chocolate. Or, you know, I've been talking about every day I eat some brownies and I eat some ice cream, and that's not normal for me. I haven't done that, like, never. But what I find is my clothes are fitting easier, and that little piece for me of indulging like that, and I have a tiny little container like that. So that little piece of indulging, that makes me feel decadent. It makes me feel opulent, and I don't have any, oh my God, I'm missing out on something or other, because I found a way to indulge myself in a way that feels like a reward, and that it is, it's fun. So find these kinds of things, and this card is exactly the card that encourages us to do that. Oh, yay. So Anne, hi, how are you? Michael Elmer, hello. Okay. Oh, Anne Foley, this one is for you, the Magician. Okay. So the air, the earth, the fire, the water, use all of the elements. You know, my first book was called Practical Shamanism, taking matter to spirit and bringing spirit back into matter. And that is exactly what the Magician does. So, and if you have been ruminating on something, I'm going to suggest that maybe you turn it over, that you take it to a higher power, whatever you see that like, and that you allow yourself to be infused and inspired to move forward, because this is a card of really nice manifestation. So thank you for hopping on. Nice to see you. Lovely to meet you. And beautiful card for you. Very nice. Tara, you're welcome. Michael, hi. Yeah, Paula says she's leaving what is my new normal. Yeah, I think we have to move around in all of this to figure out what it is. You know, what do you want it to be? I'm not really interested in normal, in case you didn't notice, but I am interested in creating a reality that fits me, that is in simpatico, that I'm aligned with. And part of that is, look at this card here. It's the Page of Cups. So cups are about emotions. They're the element of water. So here we have a dolphin. Thanks for the love. So here we have a dolphin jumping out of the chalice. What this says, Michael, is that something is bubbling up from the unconscious into consciousness. And what I know about this is that dolphin, that fish, can't stay in the chalice, and so something is going to bubble up, and it's going to be free. You know, you would think that if a fish was in a chalice and the chalice was not near the water, that the fish would die. But that's not what this feels like. This feels much more like this is going to bubble up, and it's actually going to, it's going to be more like fish fertilizer. So there you go. I'm having a sip. You do too. Okay, so I'm going to go for just a wee bit more. And Laura, hi, nice to see you. Hey, Max. Okay, Laura, this one's for you. Thanks, you guys, for hanging with me. Okay, so the Seven of Swords. So you can see this person sneaking off. Thanks for the love. And you can see these two swords stuck here. So it's interesting that tonight I've seen two of the stuck swords. So where is it that we are stuck in our thinking? And those stuck ones, they're getting left behind. And just a moment ago, I was talking about how I discovered something about myself. You know, been living with myself for a long time, but there's still new discoveries, which is interesting. So this is also what this is about. You may be discovering things about yourself that maybe you thought you left behind. And you may be discovering things about someone else that you weren't aware of. When I see this, I suggest that if there's a contract happening, or if there's something in relationship to someone else that, you know, like you read the fine print, and in relationship with someone else, is that you go a little deeper. So you dig just a little deeper so you really understand. So all of the thoughts and all the ideas are out there for you to understand. So I hope that helps you. All right, Max, this one is for you. Oh, thank you. Oh, love, love. So, Max, you're a love too. So, wands, passion, fire, drive, connection to the divine. You have risen above turmoil and strife, and you are standing your ground. There might be somebody or somebodies who want you to come back down to this lower level and kind of be with them, joust, you know, do that. Not the caution, but the wisdom here is stand your ground, however that looks for you. So just stand your ground, because you've risen above it. There's no need to go back in there and mess around anymore. So nice to see you. And when this is over, I'm coming for margaritas. Do you see that was margaritas with an S? All right. So Max has Casa Patron and amazing food. They're still doing takeout. So please give them a jingle. Casa Patron. Teresa, hi. Nice to see you. All right. So more swords. What we have here is down here is chaotic emotions. Up here on the whole other side of this, looks like a family journeying with stuck thoughts and ideas. When they get to the other side, what will happen is that they get to leave these ideas behind. You know, I keep talking about a new reality, a new way of thinking about things, a new way of being. And out of chaos, which is like zooming around right now, right? Out of chaos, we let go of stinking thinking, and we create peace and harmony over here. So the beauty of this card for you right now is that you get to embody this. If you've been worrying or wondering or freaking out, well, part of it is that, you know, our beliefs about what's true are being shaken up. We can move to calm places, you know, so come and drum with me every day except Sunday at noon, and feel the drum beat go through you and make you feel more calm. But you will have a beautiful time over here in all of this calmness, because look, this is just tiny. So it's like weather the storm, and then chuck out some ways that you've been thinking about things, because not really helpful. Jessica, This one is for you. This is the Give It a Rest card. It's a 4. 4s are about solidity, beautiful, firm foundations, and about rest, recuperation, recovery. So this says that you've been overthinking something, and now I was just talking a moment ago about just giving it over. This is exactly what this card is all about. Now it's time for you to rest. You've done the work, you've thought it through, you've covered everything that you could cover. Everything you could cover is covered now. So, now it's time for you to do some rest and recovery. All right. D, thank you for hopping on. And I'm going to read for you. And then, what I'm going to do, you guys, is I'm going to say good night for now. If you didn't get a card, my apologies, but show up again. Thanks for the love. Show up again next week because I am here on Wednesdays. And I have a special treat. I'm going to be on Jessica Riverson's Feminine CEO next Wednesday at 2 in the afternoon, and I'll tell you all about that. So my apologies if I didn't get to say hi and get you a card. But D, this one's for you. Thank you for the love. I appreciate that. So D, the practical world, money, property, tangible things. I'm going to put it up because this is a really beautiful card. You can see here that he has Taurus, the bull. So there's a little bit of stubbornness and really holding your ground. And also, but look, here we have Venus, the scepter. His scepter is Venus. Hey, Molly, nice to see you. And he's all about, so he's got a love of money, but it's bigger than that. And, money is a tool, and he's able to use it because he loves his people, he takes care of them, and he has the resources to do that. So this says, look to your masculine side. So each of us, everybody, has a feminine side and a masculine side. So I'm backwards to you, so I'm going to do it. So the left-hand side of the body is the masculine side. The right, now, rewind. Okay, start all over again. Okay. That's what happens when I have to cross over. Okay, so I'm pretending this is the left-hand side of my body. The left-hand side of my body is the feminine side, the receiving side. The other side is the right side, is the masculine side. It's like, oh, we get this information, we get this feeling about what to do. We pass it through our heart. If it resonates, when we're in alignment, if it resonates, we reach out with our masculine side and we draw it to us. So when those are in balance, beautiful, amazing things happen. And he is in balance with this. He has love of his people, love of his domain, and he takes care of people. Beautiful, lovely ally for you to have, well, now and any time. So there you go. I hope this was helpful for you. I hope even if you didn't get a card, that what you heard resonated with you and that you can use it for yourself. So if you would love to join Enlightened Spiritual Warriors, I'd love to have you there. I hop on a couple of times a week and do some giving of tidbits, resources, sharing of the gifts that I have. So bliss everybody. Have a wonderful evening. I love you, and come drum tomorrow. Bye-bye.